Hey everyone, it's Erica. Today marks the 1 year since my grandmother transitioned. For those that are new to my groups, my classes, or workshops, know that I have been infusing the stories of synchronicity that unfolded during this pivotal moment in my life. And then for those that don't know the story, I'm going to give you just a tiny bit of what was actually experienced, as well as to let you all know that I am publishing a book, and it should be out hopefully in a couple months or even less than that. I will keep you guys updated, but a lot of the synchronicities that were experienced during this time a year ago are written in the book, so you can get the full expression of those. Now, a year ago today, I was on my way to celebrate with Deepak Chopra and his family and amazing people from all over the world at the 20-year anniversary of Seduction of Spirit. Now, on my way there, as we were taxiing, I was on Facebook, and I saw a shirt from Spiritual Gangster. Now, let me tell you, I was looking forward to this trip for a long time. So I saw this shirt and it said, "Here comes the sun." And I thought, how relevant is that? We're in Hawaii and it's sunny, and the song alone from the Beatles, "Here Comes the Sun," just starts playing in my head. It's one of my favorite songs. And I thought, I need to get this shirt. This would just be perfect just to sum up the sensations of what I was feeling at the time. Now, I'm going to stop there, and I'll tell you that the biggest synchronicity of all was the fact that I was even there. I almost canceled, because the reason why I purchased the trip was because Dr. Wayne Dyer was supposed to be there. Now, I have been waiting a very long time to even have the money to be able to see him at one of his workshops, and the fact that Deepak and Wayne Dyer were going to be there together, I thought, well, what a great way to celebrate me going to my first Deepak workshop as one of his teachers, not as a student or as a guest, but an actual teacher. And to meet him, because it's been a year since I've had that desire. But then a few months after purchasing the trip, the retreat, Dr. Wayne Dyer unfortunately passed. And at that point, I asked myself, well, do I still really want to go? And truthfully, I didn't. As much as I would have loved to be there with Deepak and the family, I just thought I could really use that money. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my money back. And I was meeting a lot of resistance, just even contemplating on the thought, or even talking and expressing to those that were kind of helping me out at the Chopra Center of how I could get my money back, and it just wasn't working out. So I thought, you know what, I think there's a reason why I'm supposed to be there. I would have never purchased the package if it wasn't for Dr. Wayne Dyer. So in a way, I think his transition and the fact that he intentionally made that commitment to speak, that it was a gift to me. Now, I had no idea how big of a gift it was going to be until I arrived at Hawaii. So going back to the plane as I'm taxiing and looking at Facebook at this amazing shirt saying, "Here Comes the Sun," I received a call from my aunt, and this is another synchronicity story that is in the book, but I won't go too deep into it. And she had told me to get off the plane, and so I got off the plane with the kids, and then she broke the news to me. Now, at that time, I thought I had a lot of emotions going around. Now, I've been practicing many years to manage my emotions, especially in experiences where the emotions can impulsively be expressed. And in that moment, I was pretty good. However, the pain of losing somebody who I had had this depth of love for, and it was hard, and it's still kind of hard for me to talk about. People that come to my workshops and I talk about it, I still get emotional because I've never loved somebody to that extent. and nor have I ever received that depth of love as well. Anyhow, as I was getting to the second plane to head to Maui, I kept thinking of that shirt. The shirt and what I've been taught for so many years of, instead of allowing the emotions to sweep me off my feet in that experience, more really shift into that state of gratitude that I had so much time with her compared to maybe my younger cousins and my children, but that I had the opportunity to know her to a deeper level. After I was able to shift into that space, I was able to be calm and peaceful. We arrived to the hotel. We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton, which is absolutely beautiful in Maui. And as I was arriving in the lobby, there was somebody playing the ukulele. And guess what song they were playing? I couldn't believe it. It was Here Comes the Sun from the Beatles. And at that moment, I knew that there was something so much bigger than the experience, than myself, that was working through me and through every single person around me. A lot of things at the retreat kind of fell apart. Sean Anker was supposed to attend and he didn't, so the theme was supposed to be on happiness, and really it kind of changed almost into the transition of life and death in a way, because we did talk about a lot of transitions, and to honor Dr. Wayne Dyer as well, who was supposed to be there. On Wednesday, we all headed outside to meditate, and it was absolutely gorgeous out there by the water and by the sacred garden that's there at the Ritz-Carlton. It was sprinkling a bit, and then the skies kind of opened up, and we were able to complete our meditation. After the meditation, we had a little bit of a dance after to celebrate those who had transitioned, or even just those who had planted so much into our lives. And they played a couple songs, but the only song I remember was the last song they played, and it was Here Comes the Sun. And then again, I looked out at the sky and the ocean in complete gratitude, because being there promoted a healing environment for me to not only be in that field of surrendering, but also to honor all the love that I received from my grandmother, and to know that there is a stronger power out there that is beyond what we are capable of knowing, and that at all levels of our experiences, we are completely loved by this source that is managing all beyond what we're able to see. I love you guys, and I hope you guys get my book. I will release the name at the end of the month. I'm actually going to a Hay House event next week, and I will have more information on how that unfolds, but hopefully my book will be published by my birthday. I love you all. Be well, and I'll say a little prayer for you. Bye.